we try to keep this shit exclusive, man. Sowest Radio. Yeah. We got Annimeanz, man. Check out the Sowest Radio.
So I heard. I know you was with Dollar Figure, man. Are you with them anymore, or you still with them?
Nah, man. I don't fuck with Dollar Figure no more, man. You know. Shout out to my Hot Dollar though, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hot Dollar. Hot Dollar is the very first artist to believe in me, you know, and recognize the talent in my music, and by the grace of God, he brought me into his family. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hot Dollar.
Yeah, so how did it come to be that you ain't with them anymore?
You know what I'm talking about? Like, I've been advised to, not to really speak on that situation, but I'm gonna just keep it 100. Guarilla Black is a homosexual, and I kind of felt like I don't fuck with niggas like that, so I had to shake that spot, because Guarilla Black is a faggot, you know what I mean? So I just had to move on from there. I mean, he's not a faggot, like he don't fuck men, I don't think, but you know, Guarilla Black is he's just a shady dude, and he do shady business, and a lot of people on the West already know how Guarilla Black get down, so you know what I mean, in the essence, and you know what I mean, Guarilla Black was a punk, and I couldn't deal with that dude, so you know what I mean, I had to move on, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, now we doing the first class entertainment shit, and that's how we get down right now, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I see you got a lot of features. Who would you want to work with? If you could work with anybody have on your track, who would it be?
Right now, I'm really interested in Pac Diz, and I'm interested in Kendrick Lamar. I actually know K-Dot, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not like best friends, but you know, I've met K-Dot a few times. I think he's a real dope artist. I think Soundwave just kind of caught me off guard, you know that whole Kendrick Lamar outfit is a classic. Soundwave, he's a fucking phenomenal producer, and you know, honestly, like, I'm trying to fuck with Pac Diz right now. I'm trying to fuck with Kendrick Lamar right now.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on the rumor going around about the older artists not showing love to the up and coming West Coast artists? What's your opinion on that?
See, on that tip, it's kind of like this, right? Like, I'm a Latin artist, meaning I'm a Mexican artist, so I'm already experiencing discrepancies on a whole nother level. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I see the old school artists, they don't support the black industry artists. Now, when it comes to a Latin hip hop artist, we don't get supported no how, period. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's kind of an issue that you know, it's a very touchy subject, because at the end of the day, like, I've been supported by the J-Rocks and the Glasses Malones and the Hot Dollars and all that, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean, I'm always kind of I always kind of wonder why, you know what I'm saying, when there's a black artist show in the industry, everybody would come out and support, Latin included, but when there's a Latin genre and a Latin industry, you know what I mean, a Latin movement or a Latin event, we don't really get too much support for with our own kind. And I just kind of think that, like, that's due to, like, you know what I mean, obviously everybody know the atmosphere out here on the West, and people know that there's gang issues between Mexican gangs and black gangs, and I understand that, but at the same time, like, I'm trying to further the movement and come together as one and unite black and brown and come together. And I really don't see a lot of Latin artists doing that at this point. And I seriously believe that I'm a forerunner in that. And that's what I try to see. That's what I'm trying to push. And I've been blessed to have people like Day One and Noni Spitz and Jazzy Management. You know what I'm saying? J-Rock and Glasses, people that support that. You know what I'm talking about? But at the end of the day, there's not a lot of real heavy hitters that supporting that movement, and that's something that we really need to realize, and something that we really need to get going on, because it's kind of an issue that gets overshadowed all the time, and I think it does because people don't really know how to address that issue just yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's touchy. I mean, I never even thought of it like that. But so what do you think? What do you think separates you from the rest of the underground Latin artists that are out there right now?
I think the separation in whole is that I'm nice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very nice. You know what I mean? Like I can't even stress that fact. Like, I'm that dude. You know what I mean? But I just think, you know, what really separates me besides just the whole skill level is that, you know what I mean, I'm really out here at the shows. Like, you know what I mean, I step into a show where there's like 50 Bloods and like 60 Crips, and I be the only SA with my own peoples in there. And we come out here and we show love, and we go and support, and we go interact the way we should do. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm from South Central, you know what I'm talking about? And I grew up around black people, you know what I mean, all my life. And that's my element, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, I come out here and I support my dude. Like, I see a lot of other Latin artists, and I don't want to use the word scared, but they definitely skeptical to bring themselves around that type of crowd because they don't really know the outcome. Like, I'm comfortable in that element because at the end of the day, I'm good wherever I go, regardless of what people try to say. And I know a lot of people try to smut my name at the end of the day, like the nigga Guarilla Fat. But, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm good where I go, and I'm positive, and God is always, you know, God bless the negative. So, you know, I do what I want to do when I want to do and how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So is there anything on the West Coast that you ain't feeling?
You know, I'm going to be 100 with you, man. I really don't feel the whole jerk shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be... I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand, like, you know, that's the younger generation ain't doing their thing. But, I mean, come on, man. Some of these dudes just look like they wearing their sister's clothes.
What do you think about? What do you think about the rappers that are rapping like normal ass thug rappers, but they wearing the skinny clothes too?
I think that's gay. You know what I'm saying? And you could quote me on that. You know, if somebody takes that offensively, then, you know, he might feel like he gay then deep down inside. But
what about the Mohawks? Are those a go or what?
The Mohawks is, I mean, the Mohawks is just, that's different. You know what I mean?
You gotta let that one slide. That one got slide.
I mean, come on, man. The Mohawk is I mean, let me ask you, is you gonna rock a Mohawk at the next show?
Man, I don't know. I don't really wear Mohawks. I don't know. I ain't a Mohawk type of person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know, some people like it, some people don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like the West Coast is so unoriented right now that they just trying to latch on to the next big thing. They just searching for something to latch on to. And I think that's where we're going wrong at. Because at the end of the day, the West Coast has always had a reputation of being trendsetters and doing what we do. And if you really understand the industry, everybody out here done took a little piece of our swag, you know what I'm saying? And now they prospering off that shit, you know what I'm saying? So for us as West Coast artists, we was like a flagship at one time. So for us to just really try to latch on to the new shit and try to do what other niggas is doing, it's really sad, man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like, you know, it's an embarrassment in a way, you know what I mean? Because we went from trendsetters to just really trying to be cool now, you know what I mean? And it's like, come on, man, you know what I mean? Like, get a hold of yourself, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And until people start to realize that and look deeper into the West, we always just gonna be, you know, second best, and we definitely don't deserve that because we made everybody who they is. I mean, you got people like Lil Wayne wanting to be a blood now. You know what I mean? You know, you got motherfuckers like Plies coming out here and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, we got a lot of people out here thinking they something that they not.
Sowest radio, man. Yeah. Make sure you check in, man. Yeah. Ain't no half stepping, man. Yeah. Sowest radio. Yeah.